please welcome Sophia Mehrbaum. My apologies if I mispronounced that. She's a senior here at SU, and she's going to start us off with a beautiful piece this morning, which she will share the name of. So.
Hello, my name is Sophia Mehrbaum, and I will be performing Come Down Angels, arranged by Undine Smith-Moore.
Wow, what a way to start our morning off. Thank you so much, Sophia. She is a senior here and a vocal performance major, and I'm pretty sure I can see why. I'm ready to just jump to the anthem so she can come right back up here, but hang tight. We'll let her get a glass of water first. So good morning, good morning. I'm Pam Gregory, President and CEO here at United Way of the Lower Eastern Shore. And welcome. If you're new to our event, an extra special welcome to you too. I know we have some newcomers in the room today, so I'm thrilled you're joining us. And if you're used to joining us here each fall, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. I am not our usual MC extraordinaire, Roger Folabout. He has another commitment, but he is here in spirit and will join us at the annual meeting. So you're kind of stuck with me, at least for a bit, but we're really changing things up this year. So we're having a more interactive program, and you're going to hear about that as we go through. And I hope you have some fun as we celebrate our new campaign year, the impact that we make together. So as we get started, please continue to help yourself to breakfast. And seriously, throughout the entire morning, there's plenty back there. Nobody needs leftovers. Take it all, because they do such an amazing job. But we've got a couple first reminders and housekeeping items. So please keep snapping and sharing photos. Help spread the word by tagging us on your socials with the hashtag #TogetherWeLiveUnited. But also please take a moment to do that silently. So maybe just remember to silence those phones if you would, please. And if you're up and about today, don't miss our fun selfie wall over there. Restrooms are located outside around the corner to your right when you exit the room. Just keep following around. They will be relocking the doors for security probably in about 15 minutes or so. So if you need to go out, just grab a Student United Way member or one of our staff over there by the doors to make sure they can let you in. Not the doors to this room, the doors into the building or out of the building. And we are using an interactive tool today called Poll Everywhere. It's a free tool. And there's information on your colored sheets. There's half sheets of colored paper on your tables on how to interact with that. If you like QR codes, if you like using your camera or a scanner app, you can just scan that code. You'll be all set to go. You can even do it through texting, and those instructions are on your your table. I haven't had enough caffeine today. That'll make more sense in a few minutes. Anyway, we hope that you get interactive with us. So it's very easy to participate, and we'll be able to see what everybody's thinking as we go through. So I want to really extend my sincerest appreciations to our friends here at Salisbury University. This is an incredible partnership. We're so blessed every year to be able to kick off our campaign here amongst friends. Dr. Lepre and Eli, thank you so much. Your teams here always do an amazing job. A special thanks especially to the facilities and the technology folks, and to Kelly and Dining Services for the delicious breakfast this morning. Isn't it great? I especially, but we all really appreciate all of you and everything that you do for our community and for United Way. So in the interest of time, I know we have a few elected officials with us. If we could have any of our elected officials or representatives please stand. We don't want to miss anyone. All right, Jack, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. And now I'd like to welcome our board's vice chair, Mary Mengeson. She's going to share a blessing that she actually wrote for our board meeting to kick off our new campaign year, which we shared last week. And it's a perfect reflection to start us off today. So she's going to share that with us now.
Good morning. May we be showered with blessings as we work to make the world a better place. May our mission be clear and our impact vast, touching lives and communities from the first to the last. May donors and volunteers flock to our cause. May our work be guided by compassion and grace as we strive to create a more just and loving space. May the challenges we face only make us stronger, and our dedication to our mission continues, and we find the resources to thrive and inspire others to join us in this drive. May our impact be felt far and wide, spreading hope, love, and change. In all that we do, may we find success, and may the United Way of the Lower Eastern Shore be truly blessed.
Isn't that special? Great job. Thank you so much for sharing that. So it's my pleasure now to welcome back Sophia and Professor Tomanek, sorry if I mispronounced that as well, who is accompanying her today for our national anthem, followed by a very special welcome from Dr. Lepre, President of Salisbury University. Please stand for the anthem if able.
Good morning. Isn't she phenomenal? How about another round of applause for Sophia? It's so amazing to see what our students can do here. Such a proud moment for all of us. Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you all for being here with us today. We are absolutely thrilled to be the host to Kickoff, United Way's annual Kickoff here on our campus. One of the things that I've learned over the past year since I started as the president of SU is how many amazing partnerships that we have with different organizations in our community. And one of the things a university can do is to continue to be a place where people can come together for all sorts of different events. And I'm incredibly proud, and one of the things that I love the most is the strong partnership that exists between Salisbury University and the United Way. The United Way is one of the anchor partners in our community, helping the Lower Eastern Shore harness the power to advance their health, education, and financial stability. So, I am incredibly proud that you have chosen SU as the host site for this important launch event, and I hope you will continue to do so. One of the many reasons that I'm happy to be here with you today is because of how the United Way has engaged with our students. As you can see from Sophia, who represents just one of the many students that we have at Salisbury University who want to be engaged with their community, who want to do more than just stay in their classes and learn in the classroom. They want to be out in the community getting that experiential learning. So I'm so thrilled that you continue to engage our students. As educators, I believe it is absolutely our responsibility to ensure that our students are prepared for the complex society that we live in today. And that means learning both in and outside of the classroom. And I absolutely believe that. The Student United Way at SU helps our students do just that. And I've been amazed to learn about some of the projects that have been taken on that are continuing and I hope will continue to have major impact. So, with that, because I know you have a long agenda today and many exciting things that are facing you, I look forward to continuing to work with you, to continuing this impact within our community that we all care so deeply for. Thank you for being here at SU. Thank you for all you do in our community, and have a wonderful remainder of the day. Welcome and thank you.
Oh, you can count on us being back. Thank you again, Dr. LaPree. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. I tell you what, Sophia, that's amazing. Whew. Beautiful. All righty, let's get going. Let me channel my inner Roger here. All right, so just a reminder of the Poll Everywhere app. I'm going to keep mentioning this a couple times throughout the morning until we start using it and you get a little used to it. We'll have a fun tester, but we will be using it in a few minutes. So if you want to try to take a moment and get comfortable with that on your mobile device, that would be great. And just be aware, if you are already logged into it, you will see it just kind of has a holding page. There's nothing fancy on it until we launch a question. So our work I often want to share an often forgotten tidbit. For nonprofits, nothing happens. No programs exist, nothing. Without volunteers, of course, and the vital financial support from donors, partners, sponsors, and grants. And most of our revenue for the most part does come back to at least one of those sources. Our work at United Way is absolutely no different. Our campaign and the ability to stretch our donors' dollars and have great kickoff events like this would simply not be possible without the very special partners who come alongside us all year long, not only with generous funding, but with many volunteers and advocacy too. So if representatives from these annual sponsors would please stand, we'll share some applause in a moment. Our Impact Champion partners, Purdue Farms, our Anchor Society sponsor, PNC Bank. First Shore Federal is our Legacy Circle sponsor. Tidal Health is our Smart Start sponsor, Our campaign partner are our friends at Avery Hall Insurance. And our Volunteer Center sponsor is Bank of America. Thank you all for everything that you do. I have a few other important recognitions as well, and you'll want to look around as we do these too, because this is going to come in handy in a few minutes. We have an incredible board of directors who help guide, govern, and grow our organization, and you can see them listed on screen. Our new fiscal year started this month, as I just mentioned, and that brings some changes to our executive team. So if those of our exec team are with us could stand as I call your name, that would be great. And let's just hold applause until the rest of our board joins them, please. We're led by Board Chair Sonia Whited of Purdue Farms. Our immediate past chair is Joyce Strand with J.A. Strand Consulting. Our Executive Vice Chair and Secretary is Mary Mengeson from Avery Hall, which you heard from earlier. Matthew Chance from Wigglesworth, Leighton, Moyers, and Chance is our Treasurer. And Jim List is our Development Chair from the law offices of James A. List. And if our additional board members could stand that are with us this morning so we can recognize and appreciate you all. Thank you very much for all you do. It really is a pleasure to work with each of you, and I personally appreciate all of your guidance and support. In addition, we have quite a few of our past board members with us here today, and I always like to point our previous board members out because they are so amazing at staying engaged with us as well. And sometimes we'll come back on the board too, which is always great. So if we have any of our past board members with us today, if you could also please stand so we can welcome you as well. Thank you. Look at that. You guys are popping up and down pretty quick, so I hope people are paying attention. I'm going to need this. All right, another really special group of people that we're going to pop up here on screen is the team I'm really honored to work with today. If our team could please stand, they're scattered around the room, but you can see us all on screen together. Yeah, pretty awesome group. Please help me thank them for their talents. I just love the fact that every day they bring their talents, their ideas, and their passion to everything that they do. And truly, y'all, I'm very thankful for you. So many of us know that collaborating and leveraging resources, strengths, and connections is smart business, right? And for nonprofits of all sizes, working together is simply how we get things done. Combining forces to strengthen the nonprofit sector can help everyone succeed. And I'm thankful we have opportunities to do just that, such as the annual Nonprofit Summit, presented here this past spring with our friends from Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore and PACE, again here at SU, which was a really great event with Governor Wes Moore as our keynote. Our teams are already planning for next year's summit. I know a lot of our nonprofit partners are eagerly awaiting all the fun to come, and we're really excited for the new ideas and opportunities that are brewing. Additionally, investing our resources and time with nonprofits who are hands-on every day is still very much at the heart of our partnerships. Which brings me to our incredible community partners, and you can see them on the screen. These nonprofits may be run by volunteers only, or even have many staff, but all of them focus on one thing: delivering essential programs and services to make lives better for individuals and families across the Lower Shore. Some address food insecurity and the barriers to stable housing and financial stability for our Alice neighbors. Others focus on making sure the challenges of mental and physical health, addiction, aging, and disabilities aren't faced alone. And several help empower youth and women to dream big and succeed, creating stronger families. And those are just a few examples of the magic that these folks do. We're thrilled to have quite a few of our partners represented today, so if they would also please stand or wave to be recognized. And here's another tip: be sure to look around pretty good. Don't be shy. So we're obviously all here because we love and care for our community. So this year, we wanted to center our campaign around, well, everyone. Remember, our United Way was created in 1944 by local leaders, and we're 100% locally focused. So let's keep the focus on our donors, our volunteers, our partners, and neighbors with whom we all live united. So we'd love to have you featured in our campaign too. If you can help us with a 5-second thank you message, just a quick, hey, thank you for living united. can do that over that really fun wall over there when we're done. Or share how you've been impacted by United Way or one of our incredible partners. We can't wait to hear it. We'd love to have your story. So at the end of our program, if you have a moment, feel free to stop by or reach out if you'd like to do something a little more formal or get some instructions on how to really easily do it on your phone. We want to be able to use these pieces throughout the entire year and help spread the message and the great work and impact that's happening all year long, well beyond the campaign season. So you can help make that happen. So here's a great one to start us off. This is from Ricky Pollitt, who's here with us today, our chair of our emerging leaders, and he works with our friends over at Junior Achievement.
I'm Ricky Pollitt, and the reason that I live United is because I believe in the power of community. I was born and raised here, and this community countless times always pushed me to be my best. Whether it's bringing you up after a bad day or encouraging you to cross the finish line, the Lower Shore has amazing people that are always pushing you to be your best. I wanted to get involved because I want to be part of the solution. I want to help this community become its best self and keep producing all the amazing things that it does on a daily basis. Thank you, United Way, for making me live United.
That's pretty awesome, and he did that in just one take, which is pretty cool. I actually love how Ricky always has that same positive energy going on. He just really, truly lights up the room, and he's been amazing for our ELs. Thank you so much, Ricky. All right, so we're going to start off with our first poll. So go ahead and get your polling app ready, scan the app, get your texting ready, do whatever you want to do, and you should still see it have that kind of just a sec waiting on basically us message. So we're going to start with a super easy practice question, and just simply choose the answer you like on your phone, or just text your answer to 22333. We'll be able to see the group's responses as they come in. We're going to shift our screen and see what we think. So here we go. So our first poll question, while we're getting it up there, is how much coffee do you like to start your day? Let's see what we have. All right, we got some caffeinated people here. I love it. Excellent. All right, very cool. So now you got it down. So the next one we're going to do is actually, instead of multiple choice, you're going to just type a word or two in. So this one's going to be fun. So we'll stop this one and we're going to go to the next one. And it's basically a chance for you to share how or why you live United in one word, maybe two. And you can do this multiple times. It won't limit you to just one answer. You can put, yep, here we go. You can put that in your phone, just type in the word that you want. So give us one word or two words, why you live United or how you live United, what that means to you. Oh, I love this. So the big word community there must have gotten a whole lot of responses because it's staying pretty big. Look at that. I'm getting dizzy. Wow. Even the emoji got in there. That's awesome. Cool. Let's take a minute and look at those. Community, love, giving, empathy, secure, people, helping, engagement, growth. Wow. Very cool. Empowerment. That's awesome. That's a keeper. Thank you all. That's great. That's exactly why we all live United. It's fantastic. All right. So now here's another chance to get that caffeine in action. It's a good thing that we have all that caffeine. So in the black folders on your seat location, in the front, there's an activity card called 12 Friends in 12 Squares. Our nonprofit partners might remember a similar activity from our summit, and so we basically wanted to kind of do a twist on that today. It's kind of like a bingo card. In a minute, we're all going to get moving. You're going to get out of your chairs. We're going to move around to connect with the other folks with us in the room. Basically like our own little community for the morning, right here in this room. So simply find somebody that matches one of the squares and write their name down. Seeing how many you can fill on your card. It'll get a little loud and it'll get a little chaotic for a few minutes, but that's okay. That's what that caffeine's for. And hold on to your card because we're going to need it for a prize drawing after the program today. And we'll be actually drawing a couple prizes. One for, I haven't even told my team this, one for whoever fills the card out completely will get a little bonus in their prize. And then anybody who fills it 1 square or all 12 squares will also get some cool United Way swag. So be sure to leave your cards with your name on it on the table so that we can put it in for a random drawing, and we'll let you know if you win and also share that on socials. So, all right, so you can see on screen, there's some fun things up here. Don't take it too seriously. It's not a test, even though we're in school here at the university, it's not a test. But seriously, as you just saw, we are a community, and that's what we're all about. So let's connect with each other and find out a little more. Go for it. I'll let you know when we have a few minutes left. Up, 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 up. So did you have a good time? Good. That was really great. I love seeing that. And before I continue, I was very remiss, and my apologies for missing Gene Malone over here as one of our elected officials. He was only sitting right next to me. Thank you, Gene. We appreciate you. All right, so let's find out how that went. Our next poll should be popping up on your phone right now. Oh, good. Nobody's really thought it was like too much nonsense. A few people. That's awesome. That top one, I know we can't see the heading, that top one is great. You met somebody new. So look at that. Almost half of the folks in the room met somebody new, somebody who's making a difference in our community, which is awesome. We had a good amount learn something new, and cool. I'm glad so many folks were inspired. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Pretty cool. So now we're going to hear from Gretchen, who is a caregiver whose mom participates in the Life Bridges Dementia Program over at MAC. And here's what she wanted to share.
My mom had a massive stroke 2 years ago. Due to the onset of dementia, she wasn't taking her medications. So after the stroke, she was quite disabled. No more driving, no more living alone. And they led me to Life Bridges, where I met Margaret. She was super helpful. Sorry. She sat with us and helped us through the whole process. My mom loves it here. Absolutely loves it. The minute we walk through the door, she tells me, get out, because this is her place. They all feel like family to my mom. That's the awesome thing. And I'm comfortable leaving her here, because that was the hardest, was to walk away and be like, I hope they're going to do what needs to be done. So.
Yeah. So these are fun little snippets of longer videos that we were very blessed to get, and we have a whole bunch more. We're going to be sharing them throughout the year on YouTube too, so you can go see the longer version and hear more of their stories. But there's, it's really cool because we'll be able to share the little snippets throughout the year online. So hence the reason for the all call for the videos for you too. All right, so I really love that Gretchen was willing to share the impact that Mac has made for her mom and for her too. Hope you picked up on that, how amazing that was also for her as a caregiver. For more of us than ever, including my husband and me, we are becoming caregivers as our parents age, and it's a lot to get used to with new routines and responsibilities. And it also increases the emotional and financial stress as well. And for many, many neighbors who are barely getting by, that's even more overwhelming to even know where to turn. So our next question that's going to pop up is about Alice. Let's see how many of us know Alice. Wow, we're pretty split in the room. Look at that. Well, I'm glad that the majority of folks have at least heard of Alice and not just on the card you just did, or have some more familiarity with it. But obviously, we still have some work to do to get the word out about Alice. So let me share a little bit with you about Alice. So Alice stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. These households are working, but often don't qualify for assistance programs, so they often get stuck in a gap that just widens, often facing hard choices each month between expenses like rent, food, childcare, healthcare, and more. And as we saw in our poll, our newest report released in May shows an average of 43% of Lower Shore households, 43% between Wycomico, Worcester, Somerset, and Dorchester counties, struggle to make ends meet, and that's well above the state average of 38%. And so they're not even making the minimum income needed to get by with just the basic essentials, much less ever get ahead. In fact, Somerset County, more than half of households, 56%, are Alice. That's not the kind of number one ranking that we want here on the shore, but it is one they have. So the Maryland Alice Report is a free resource and set of interactive data tools for anyone to learn who's really struggling within our Maryland counties, and some municipalities as well. It outlines the contributing factors and warning signs such as the pandemic, inequitable wages, inflation, lack of affordable housing, just to name a few, and helps to inform and inspire collaborative solutions. Alice lives and works along each of us, and we have to do more to help lift Alice up and lift all our neighbors up so they can thrive, and that means our community will thrive too. So that information, there's more information about Alice in your folders on how to access the report and the tools, and we're more than happy to provide a presentation or training to share more about the Alice information and what we can do with that anytime. I was really blessed, actually, to be able to do a presentation about Alice at the Cambridge City Council meeting a couple weeks ago. And it was I shared this at the board meeting. It was a really packed meeting, and I know it wasn't because of me. It was because they had like a curfew situation on the agenda, but that's fine. People were there. So, but what was cool about having so many people there is that I was able to connect with the group, and not just the council, to try to help inform them about this data and the power this data can have when they think about ways to invest in our community. But I could also resonate with the Alice folks in the audience. I could see the reactions and the heads nodding, saying, that's right, they get it. Somebody gets it, they see us. Alice is everywhere, and so we can definitely do more to help our neighbors. But anyway. So now I'd like to turn it over to a friend that I made in my very first week with United Way over a decade ago, and I'm honored to have her lead our mission. Please welcome our board chair, Sonia Whited.
Good morning. Thank you, Pam, and hello to everyone here. So on behalf of the United Way Board of Directors, a big thank you to Salisbury University and all of you for kicking off our 79th year of service. I've been involved with United Way for many years, both in committees and on the board, and am excited to begin my term as chair. It can take a good amount of time to be on a board, and I'm thankful that my employer, Purdue Farms, values and supports opportunities to do so. So years ago, I was introduced to United Way through our workplace campaign and emerging leaders. And being relatively new to the area at the time, so that was about 18 years ago, this not only expanded my connection where I live and work, but helped me grow personally, professionally, and philanthropically. I said the word successfully. Through my volunteerism and giving, I've learned about the big and small ways we can positively impact each other every day. And my experience on the United Way's Community Impact Committee has always been very, very meaningful to me. I think this is my second term, and after the 6 years when I had to get off, it was like heart-wrenching for me. So I'm happy to be back. But each time I visit one of our partners, I learn about the evolving needs in our community and how nonprofits can uniquely adapt and address those needs. I also learn how the dollars and resources from United Way help strengthen their work, but opportunity to go beyond the data and witness their success, like a couple of the videos that you're seeing today, is the true lesson, and it's a simple one. So we can all inspire hope and change a life. But when we do it together, we can make better tomorrows for everyone, whether that's for someone we know or for the Alice family down the street. Those better tomorrows for everyone, in other words, living united, help make our entire community stronger. And speaking of stronger together, this fall we are launching our advisory council to bring new perspectives, vision, and engagement for United Way. We're bringing together community members and leaders from varied backgrounds and experiences, both veterans of United Way and those newer to our work, to be involved with minimal time commitment. We've got a great group thus far, I think about 20 people or so. Yeah. And if you're interested or want more information, please reach out to Pam or myself. There is a special group I'd like to recognize as well, and that is our 1944 Legacy Circle. I think you can see their names on the screen, and they've chosen to support United Way's future through their plans giving and inspire lasting impact. I'm proud to be a part of this circle, something that I joined after my father passed away in 2017, and I'm proof that you don't have to be retired or a millionaire to join the circle as well. I'm not a millionaire. When I think of lasting impact, so one of our most popular programs comes to mind, and that is Imagination Library. And if you're not familiar with it, this is one of United Way's direct programs in partnership with the Dollywood Foundation. It provides a free book in the mail each month for local children ages birth to 5 to help them be ready to learn when they start school, which is vital for educational success. Since its launch 11 years ago, more than 405,000 free books have been provided to over 10,500 children on the Lower Shore. And those are great numbers, but I have even a greater update to share. So if you were here last year, or I think even at the Holiday Ball, you may recall that we announced the development of our Smart Start partnership with Tidal Health to bring Imagination Library to newborns before they leave the hospital. This is important because it will maximize the child's participation for up to a full 5 years, again, 0 to 5. So in fact, many of you may have helped us pack up to hundreds of welcome packs like what is on the screen with baby's first book and resources for the parent. We are thrilled to officially launch it earlier this year and provide the welcome packs and first book in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Haitian. So, here's a fun poll. How many newborns enrolled in Imagination Library in our first 6 months of Smart Start with Tidal Health? So how many newborns were enrolled? Just take a guess. So y'all have the poll? Okay. It's not coming up. Is it registering or short? Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. And what was the guess? Okay. Guess what? What do you think it is? That's right, 470. So good job. Or somebody cheated. Did y'all know? Did y'all have it somewhere? But it is 470, and that's a great, great partnership. So we want to thank our friends at Tidal Health, and especially the nursing teams, for their help in making sure babies can have a smart start for early learning. And believe me, our educators love the impact of this program, so thank you. So this reminds me that we have a brief video coming up by one of our board members, Dr. John Gaddis, Superintendent of Somerset County Public Schools. And following him, we'll be joined by our development leader, Amanda Haley. But first, and I'm smiling, and I brought my phone up here, because a few of y'all know me, and you know how I feel about selfies, right? So, you know I have to get a selfie before we leave, and y'all are going to participate in it, thanks. So I need your help for the best selfie ever for our kickoff. And so everybody stand up. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, live united. I'm just gonna take a selfie, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna get in it with you. It was part of what we were talking about, but again, if you know me, this is really me, so. All right. Oh, look at it, yay. 1, 2, 3, live united. Oh, thank you. Awesome. That's perfect.
Hi everybody, John Gaddis, Superintendent of Schools for the Somerset County Public School System. So I got asked a question the other day, why do I live united? And for me, it's a very simple, easy answer. And that is because of one word, impact. I-M-P-A-C-T, impact. The impact that the United Way has in Somerset County is tremendous. There is no way we could ever thank them enough for what they do to impact our communities, and in my case, what they do to help our students. All that money that is raised stays local, and it has a tremendous impact, and it changes lives, and they do it locally. So why do I stay united again? It's because of the impact this community organization makes in Somerset County.
All right, thank you, Sonia, and thank you, Dr. Gaddis. I know he could not join us and be here with us today, but this is an example of one of many videos that Dr. Gaddis shares with his Somerset County Public Schools team, so thank you very much for that, guys, and sharing it out. And we wanted to share it with all of you because it's really important when leadership steps in and they share information and they share stories like that, how it works with everybody else in the room, so thank you. Before I talk about the campaign a little bit, the workplace campaign and easy ways to engage and get connected, I kind of want to share my family's story and why I live united. So my daughter Grace was born with a cleft of the soft palate. She had surgery to fix that at 10 months old, but she didn't talk for a really long time. So at the age of 1.5, we got connected with the Birth to 5 program through Wicomico County Public Schools. And they started coming out to our home, teaching her some sign language, my favorite, more, because she always wanted more to eat, and also just helping her along the way. In addition to that, shortly after that, she got connected to the Easter Seals for their programs. And if it wasn't for the combined effect of both our natural resources within the school systems and our community partners like Easter Seals, my daughter would not be the sassy, talkative, almost 15-year-old that she is today. It was very impactful for my family, and I appreciate every single community partner who is out there helping all of our children and everyone in the community. So as you know, our nonprofit partners rely on us for financial support and other resources through the year. Most nonprofits do not have the staff, capacity, or time to do all the fundraising that they need. Our support can help their cash flow and let them focus on delivering programs and hopefully help enlighten and ease some of their fundraising load. There are so many ways that companies of any size can participate and help make this happen. So some things to consider. Workplace campaigns make it easy for employees to give. Every campaign has the access to a secure online portal, which can be customized to meet your needs, and we then supply information and reports to those organizations and businesses. Most employees still choose to give through payroll deduction. It makes it easy and a pre-tax gift of any size and an affordable and super convenient way for the employee and associate. There's other digital giving like Venmo and PayPal that can also help your employees engage. But putting the fun in fundraising is where it's at, like Avery Hall's Epic Auctions, which offer employees in any location a chance to win a fun prize. And ice cream sundae bars like Tidal Health, which gets their employees times to engage and also give back. There are also casual days or pumpkin contests. There are various ways to make it fun for your employees and your campaigns to engage, get connected with each other, and help give and support United Way and the agencies that are sitting in this room. Not every workplace can do a formal campaign, and that is okay. You can do a fundraiser. You can be part of our Frisbee Golf. We've got a Frisbee Golf tournament coming up next week, guys, on Friday. There's a couple team slots available if you want to join. Come find us. And so, yeah, it's great to be able to partner with organizations like RPS and Gallagher who help us with the Frisbee Golf tournament, and all of you as well. I hope you've also heard about our Dine, Stay, and Play United program that happens in Worcester County. It brings Worcester County restaurants and employees together in the tourism industry to get their customers involved in supporting our community all year long. And one of the simplest ways to bring about change is to leverage your change. Dozens of local businesses have a United Way Pepsi machine for staff and customers, and you can too. Let's do our last poll to see how big our impact is with those quarters. So you guys are using your polling app. It all adds up. Since 2014, United Way Pepsi machines have raised how much to help local neighbors? Just take a guess. Since 2014. All right. So the answer is 282,000. That change has added up to 282,000. Your quarters have added up to $282,000. Yes. So I'm going to turn it over to Pam to close it back out. But first, I want to thank Michelle at Macrone Engineering for sharing about their partnership with United Way. Let's take a look.
It's Michelle Lewis. I'm from Macrone Engineering in Salisbury, Maryland. We have been participating with the campaign with United Way for the past 3 years. We have enjoyed doing the deliveries of the Thanksgiving dinners and the adopting a family for Christmas, and I feel like our employees are becoming more engaged with that, which I very much enjoy, because for my whole adult life I volunteered with different organizations, and by far United Way has been the one that's given the most around the community, not just to specific organizations. I've raised my children to volunteer. My youngest son was actually on the board for the College United Way, so I was quite proud of him for that. And we enjoy the future that we have with United Way and their campaigns.
That's awesome. Thank you, Amanda. And thank you to Michelle over at Macrone. I loved how she talked about getting her team engaged beyond the campaign. So we've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope you've learned something new or heard something that sparked an idea on how you or your team can live united too. So if for some reason you're still stuck, then perhaps consider connecting with our Women United or Emerging Leaders. In fact, Emerging Leaders helps manage, they run the Secret Santa, the holiday giving program, and the Thanksgiving program that Michelle was just talking about. We're always looking for folks to help us with that lift and get more families served during the holidays. So these offer fun ways to grow your network, learn more about our community needs, and do some volunteering when you can. For instance, our Women United manage our Read to Succeed program. So anyone, male, female, anybody, if you've got 30 minutes a week or 30 minutes every other week to buddy up with a local child in elementary school, second or third grader, to help them get to grade level reading, let us know. It makes a huge impact for those youngsters, and it's super fun. They're adorable. So all you have to do is just let us know. We're always welcoming new members, and all you have to say is just count me in. And be sure to check out our Get Connected Volunteer Center online, where you or your team can find year-round volunteer opportunities for over 150 area nonprofits. If you're looking to connect with a specific cause, that's a great place to start, and you can track your volunteer impact for yourself and your team for free, too. So I do want to plug a couple really fun fundraisers coming up, putting that fun in fundraising. So don't miss out. There's a sheet, actually, not a card. There's a fun sheet in there about 30 Days of Impact, which is a new Women United raffle coming up in less than a week, right? We're about halfway to our goal. Our goal is $6,000, but we're about halfway there. And for just $30 ticket, you get up to 31 chances to win a really cool prize throughout the month of October. And we're calling it 30 Days of Impact because that's more, fun. And every day throughout October, we'll also be sharing how that $30 makes an impact locally. So be sure to connect with us on socials to see that information and find out who the winners are. And thank you so much to our Women United team for leading that charge. It's a really cool idea. They rock. So if you're a runner, then also check out, or a walker, start to check out the opportunity right here on campus, our Student United Way, which Michelle also mentioned, another one of our affinity groups, is having a zombie 5K run and walk. And some of you might have heard me say before, that would literally be the only way I would be running, is if something like that was chasing me. But the students here really get into it. They get all in makeup out and they get the zombies, but it is family friendly. So spread the word. That's a really fun way and a really, really fun way to spend the afternoon. And that's on a Sunday this year. And last but not least, certainly not least, seats are filling up fast for our 20th Holiday Ball. This is our Emerald celebration for our 20th year of this event. So we do have some spots left, but their tickets are going fast for sponsorships and individual tickets, and I'd love to have you with us to help us celebrate 20 years of a really great way to kick off the holiday season and the impact that can have. So more information on all of that and all of the other things that we do, of course, are in your folders. So as we wrap up, I have a final clip to share with you from Miss Sonia. Different Sonia, sharing her thanks for the ramp she received through our friends at Chesapeake Housing Mission.
We're just so grateful with Chesapeake Housing Mission to have United Way partner with us so that we can, have the funds to be able to do this as far as the lumber.
And I've had both of my legs. And then I had to, get one taken away. But it's really a hard adjustment. It really is. And I feel like my life has changed tremendously because I have to do everything different. When I would ride past, and I see a ramp, and I was like, God, how do I get that? I just thank the Lord that He kept me here, and I found the people that I needed to accommodate me with the ramp. I am so grateful, thankful, blessed. Thank you, Chesapeake Housing Mission, and thank you, United Way. God bless you.
Isn't that awesome to change some lives? So on behalf of all of our partners and the thousands of neighbors whose lives you do touch, thank you very much. So please be sure to put your name on your activity card and leave it on your table for our drawings later, and check that out online, but we will email the winners as well. And don't forget, if you'd like to help us with a quick thank you or a video of your own, or even just a fun selfie, please stop by our fun green wall over there. And one more final thanks to SU for the hospitality and the delicious breakfast, and to all of you for coming out on a dreary fall day and spending your morning with us. Drive safe. We look forward to seeing you all again soon. Don't forget to live united.